Alright, so we have our first time set here by AJK, new guy in the league. So yeah, not really sure if everything is as it should be, but hopefully it is. And not really sure if my co-commentator is here.
Yes, I am here.
Yeah. Alright, mate, so what do you expect from the race?
I'm expecting everyone outside the top 10, mainly 11th and 12th, to probably be in a better position than those inside the top 10.
Yeah.
Notice Yari's gone second on mediums.
Yeah, and not it scary close to AJK actually, even though he's on the slower tires. So we will just join Dark here.
Oh, we're getting very held up into turn 1.
Yeah. Let's see if that was me, I would probably just abort the lap and wait for the next time around.
And invalidated.
Yeah.
Panic is ready to start his lap on the mediums.
Yeah. And we have Harry leaving the session. Maybe he crashed out or something like that.
Earlier, I think.
As Penna sets 143. Yeah, that was.
Now, I think.
Yeah. That was just maybe he got held up or something like that.
Nice
as well.
Tidy first sector so far.
Yeah, let's see. Not purple, but seems very fast. Let's see. This is kind of the make or break. Yeah.
Lose the back end slightly.
Yeah. Not the. Yeah.
Might be by Rocky.
Yeah, I don't think this. I don't think we're gonna see a new P1 right here.
I don't think anyone's probably going to be beating Tool, especially if Tool's on softs. Very hesitant with the throttle as well.
Yeah, you can see 1:15.7, yeah. Not terrible, though. As he... Alright. Nice one. And we have Fariko Same just going into the last couple of corners here, keeping it tight into last corner.
Very hesitant as well.
Yeah.
Out of the RS as well.
Yeah, and that's only good enough for P8 for now, but definitely not gonna stay P8 with that one.
Sammy can do better than that. I know he can.
Yeah, for sure. As we have Fratby going over the line, and that's P7 for him. But I'm actually kind of surprised by how many is on the mediums and not on the softs.
I'm the opposite. I'm surprised so many people want to use the softs.
Oh, how come?
It's the track being so difficult to overtake on, and the softs drop off very quick in the race. They don't go very long.
Yeah, six laps or so.
This track punishes rear tires.
Yeah.
So I don't expect anyone to be going more than lap 5, and to take hard 30 laps, it's doable.
Yeah, well, I mean, yesterday I did just an unranked session with starting on softs and then two pairs of mediums, and yeah, it worked out fine. So I think we are gonna see a lot of the soft starters doing soft, medium, medium instead of the soft hard, as the hards on this track is so horrendous.
Problem is as well, being what literally, as it's named, Monaco without the barriers.
Yeah.
If they don't pull that gap, which they're only going to get about 5 laps to do, they're going to find themselves in a lot of traffic. And
Yeah,
if there's a safety car and punches them all up, it's going to get even worse for all those people who start.
Definitely, and track position is also very important because you can't really overtake.
Yari's also gone second.
Yeah, he
dead.
10th. Yeah, 8/10 he cut off from the switch to softs, but I still think he can do a bit better than that.
A bit in the way of Rocky. I think he's on a lap.
Are you watching my screen, mate?
I have my own one on at the moment.
That's crazy. We've been watching the exact same drivers at the same time without even talking about it.
Rocky was nearly 2 temps up for his middle sector.
So he could be looking at P4, maybe even P3 if he gets a very good exit here. Oh. Yeah.
Only half a tenth.
Yeah, that was expensive. The last corner cost so much time.
In the middle, that Sten has just gone on to pole position. 13.9, 7,000 spot onto lately.
Yeah, I think this race is gonna be between Steen and Tool and Jari, I think. Like they're so fast, all three of them.
We're still waiting on RKT, Kaz and Toba to set laps.
Yeah, as Vice goes in P4, even though he had a horrendous exit, almost taking it through the stands.
Anyone on our laps?
Yeah, we're gonna have a kind of a dry spot right now, and then we're gonna have 7 or so setting times at the same time.
Toba starting his first lap.
Yeah, we are gonna have Farico now starting his lap. Farico Same, let's see if he can do it a bit better than he did the last time around. Missing the apex in turn 1, unfortunately.
He touched that massive outside curb on the entry.
Yeah, in turn 1.
Nice return 2 though. Sector splits.
Yeah, a bit cautious 7. In there.
It says purple for me, not sure if it says that for you. Don't think it'll be purple though.
Yeah, Federico, on my screen it showed that he was purple in the first sector.
Yes, it showed on my screen as well that he was purple.
Yeah, came in a bit late as well, so yeah, a bit wide on the apex there as well.
All temps up. Sure not to invalidate.
Yeah, hawking the inside and
it's not been the greatest final sector. Decent exit out the final corner. This is alright. P9.
Yeah, cutting off half a second.
Seemingly happy with that with the weaving.
And let us see who the next one is.
Chopper has just done a 15-1 to put himself P9. talking. Thought someone came on the board then. Nice when Dark RT actually did 15 flat.
Yeah. Let's see how Tom gets through the last corners here. A bit wide, but I think he made up for it with the tight exit. Very nice through the last corner. Yeah, only P12 though, but yeah, I'd be happy with that.
Yari. Through the final corner.
And
Flat
new P1.
13.5.
Holy.
Nearly 4 tenths.
Yeah, that's quite impressive. He did the same in China, I believe it was, or maybe it was in the Tier 1 race at Monza, where everyone was like, the gap from P1 to P13 was within a second, and then Jari put in his time and 7 tenths faster than second place. So yeah, his quali pace is very, very good on pretty much all laps, I think, or all tracks, I think.
You'd expect that from Tier 1 drivers.
Yeah, well, I mean, my general pace isn't in qualifying. It's more the race pace I have, with making not very many mistakes and just, you know, thinking about the race, like strategies and stuff like that. Alright, Rocky goes on his final flyer now. Gets a very nice turn 1. Good exit as well. Let's see, turn 2 here. Yeah, just hugs the inside. Missed the apex a bit in turn 3 though.
Cautious through 10-4.
Yeah. And this current corner he just exited is super hard, or super easy to screw up. If you just touch the curb just minimal, you're gonna spin out. Oh,
Backhand again.
yeah.
Validates. 2 times
Yeah,
down anyway.
Yeah, that's it for him though. I think as this was already his second lap around.
Yeah. He does not want to start the race on them.
Yeah, alright, let's follow Stain here around in his yellow Renault into turn 3. Yeah, and nice wide exit. Cut a lot of grass.
He's down on his time.
Yeah, it's super nice through the uphill left-hander into the tricky chicane here, losing the back end just a tiny bit. Onto the concrete through the S's. Oh, and just a tiny amount of snap oversteer. Yeah, and that's a nil validation. Yeah, he had to send it though, so you can't really blame him too much.
Still starting his lap.
And braking at 75 meters, I think. That was actually a very smooth exit he had on the throttle.
Inside short shifting to 4. How committed is he? Downshift to 6. He's slightly up. Through the chicane, small lock up. A lot of apex speed though.
Yeah, seemed to go at a bit slow through the S's though, I think.
Not using all the track
Purple
speed
second
sensor.
sector for him. We could potentially see a P2 for him. Maybe even pole.
Alton and fourth, shorter to fifth.
Yeah, and that's P1. P1 for Tool.
Around 700ths of a second.
Yeah.
He was the last person on the lap as well.
Yeah, and had Steen could he have finished his lap, we could have seen 3 guys within at a tenth of each other. But yeah, that was a solid lap from Tool. Definitely. As we have Tool in P1, Jari 2, Steen, Viche, Gmore, and Trucker P6, AJK P7, Rocky 8th, Dark in 9th, Fraudby in 10th, and his teammate Fariko Same in 11th, Gomez 12th, Tom H in 13th, Penna 14th, Lars in 15th, Deepover in 16th, and yeah, I can't make the rest of them unfortunately. But Harry Colley not setting a time. That's a bit weird, I think.
He did crash out early on in the
Oh
session.
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I think he crashed at 10.4.
So, do you have any predictions for the podium?
I think Tula will probably just about beat Yari, and I think Sten will be just behind them.
So,
I think
you're saying
those 3 can make the 2-stop work. I think everyone else might find it a bit of a struggle.
yeah. So you think they'll do the soft, medium, medium, or soft, hard, soft?
I imagine they will do a 2-stop.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think so too. Because it's just if one of them goes for the hard strategy and the rest of them doesn't, the one on the hard is gonna have a really tough time at the end of the race. As Joe left the party, I think his internet crashed or something like that. Alright. Well, thank you, Pope. Yeah, Joe's Wi-Fi crashed. So it's a pretty exciting lineup we have here, I think. Alright, so yeah, my predictions are about the same as Joe's, with Tool, Jari, and Steen sharing the podium. The order of the 3 of them I can't really predict, as yeah, if someone spins out, it's pretty much over. But that's not really too easy to predict. So we are just about to get ready now. We had an annoying camera angle. There it is. And 5 lights, and we are rolling. So yeah. Tool seems to be getting the start. We have a battle between Yari and Steen. We have the usual problems with the leaderboard not showing up correctly. Oh, as Viche almost goes up the back of Yari. Yeah, leaderboard is all kind of messed up. Seems to be correct now. But yeah, pretty much the same order as we had beforehand. Yeah, so not really too exciting first lap, but no penalties for anyone. And as we can see, we have pretty much everyone starting outside top 10 opting for the medium tires. As Dane has overtaken Yari here, sorry, I had some things that just popped up, so yeah, I missed that one. Sorry. Yeah, everyone is just close together here, just driving in change trains. I'm sorry. Yeah, lots of people spinning out in the back. As Yari might be... Yeah, I think he has to wait for DRS before he can make that move back at Stain. But they are creating a gap down to Viche here in the Red Bull. Yeah, so meanwhile I'll try to see if my co-commentator can get back in. So... that's weird. Yeah. Cass has left the building, apparently. And yeah, everyone is still very close. Just... Yeah, Yari very, very close to Stain, right behind him. I think he might even be able to smell his oil from where he is right now. definitely getting a lot of heat from his exhaust. But through Sector 2 we should be seeing a gap form due to the dirty air and the heat in the tires. Just building up and making the car understeer a lot. Let's see if he can line up the overtake down the straight. DRS overtake, ridge mix I would imagine. Yeah. Just not close enough as Steen locks up a bit mid corner. But yeah, yeah. It's gonna take a very much to get the overtake done here. And as we can see, there's multiple places where they are just driving neck to neck. So really the strategy is probably what's gonna make the difference today. As Deepova has spun it. Yeah, that's the tricky corner with the high curb inside, where if you just even look at it, it's gonna push you around. Alright, so Steen is outside the DRS range of Tool, and Jari is gonna take full advantage of that and move up into second place here. And he will also get the DRS on this straight, the short straight into the Parabolica-esque corner. But yeah, now it's just up to Steen to keep up with Jari here. As Jari loses it, gets a penalty and loses it. And Steen also lost it through the same corner almost. At least he got a penalty for going out wide, and now the standings is all mixed up now. As Jari will probably have to, yeah, he definitely have a lot of wing damage. And some smoking hot tires, I could imagine. As Steen also jumps in the pits now, taking advantage of Jari's unfortunate spin. Jari already down into P7 now, and he is going in the pits now as well. As Tom is having a move up into provisionally second, and Farico will get back on him. Yeah, this is quite the battle, I think. Into turn 2 here. Through turn 3. And the tricky corner here. Still managing to keep up with Farico here is Tom. Yeah, losing the back end a bit through the very tricky chicane. It's so easy to mess up as the plates on the ground is super slippery. And we have Jari jumping for the hards when he was in pit. I think he is going for the one stop then. Maybe the two stop with the softs at the end again. And Steen jumped out on the mediums. Tool also opting for the hards. Looked like a slow stop. This might be close here. Yeah, we have Steen here. Just behind Penna. Going for the overtake. Oh, and a bit of contact from Penna on the Renault going into his front wheel. But Penna ultimately conceding the position. So there's a bit of a train forming here from Tool down to Steen. But Harry Colley is in between both of them, still yet to pit. But I think there will be a couple laps before he will jump in. And I think Steen will get him on this straight here, as Harry doesn't have DRS and he is on newer and faster tires. Oh yeah, and that's old tires for you right there, as Harry just loses the back end, having to let the fast lightning past. Yeah, misses the braking point and turning point right there. And Penna gets a penalty. Yeah, we're gonna see a lot of penalties be given in that exact corner where Penna just got one. Very easy to go wide or cut the corner too much and also get a warning. Tom H and Fariko Same is still battling out in front here. Oh, yeah, not battling too much, just driving very close. Staying with the fastest lap at 1:18.0. Already up the gearbox of Tool again. But he's also on the softer tires, so he should be able to go past Tool in the next couple of laps. Relatively easy. It's insane how different the three compounds feel on this exact track. The softs is of course the best tire to be on, feeling wise, as you can just throw the car in, versus the hards where, yeah, you're gonna have to think about every single movement of the steering wheel or the pad you're on. Steen gets right up to Tool again here. But yeah, he would have to go past in order to end in front of Tool here. I don't think it's gonna be possible right now, as they are both catching up to Tom H and Fariko Same in front on much older tires. As Steen gets a penalty for going wide while it was actually Tool going wide. Yeah, that's a bit weird. Didn't look to be correct, if you ask me. Locks up heavily with both. Oh yeah, and that's it. And Tool gets past Tom H, not surprisingly. Stain drops down all the way to P9. And Yari pits again. Is he gonna change his front wing? He goes on the softs. Yeah, and it's another front wing change for Yari. Unfortunately, it's gonna be one hell of a recovery drive for him to get back in the race here. And Rocky might fancy a move here on Penna. Yeah, going up the inside, bit of contact. Might be giving Stain some space here as well. Yeah, Penna have some damage on his front wing, it looks like. Maybe not. Ooh, yeah. Stain gets clean through there. Looked like there was gonna be a bit of contact, but luckily there wasn't any. Let's see if Tool can keep up with Farico Same here or even overtake him. Farico will be looking to jump in the pits relatively soon, I'd say. As the AI ghosted car just gets in the way of him. He's staying out, Farico. Oh, and he spins. So now Tool is in front with Trucker effectively in second place. Gmore making an overtake on Farico as well. And Stain looking to go past Rocky. As Harry leaves the session in P3. Yeah, that looks like he's having some internet issues as well. Yeah, so a four-man train here. Behind Farico, then it's Rocky, Stain. Oh yeah, sorry, and Gmo in front, and then Farico, Rocky and Stain. And then not too far behind is Penna and Frat. As Yari gets a penalty, Rocky goes past Farico into turn 1. Ooh, bit of a touch from Farico. Nothing major though. Could look like he has some front wing damage. Nothing that's really... Oh! As Farico spins into the Stain, and Farico loses his front wheel and retires. Yeah, same place as we saw Yari. spin out. Virtual safety car here after the crash. Ooh, Tom H getting a very costly penalty of a drive-through for speeding under VSC. Truck fancy here, move up the inside into turn 1. And he gets it done. As Steen jumps in the pits, and so does Gomez and Penna. Steen jumps on another set of mediums. Might be having to make a free stop now. Yeah, so everyone is kind of spread out a bit now due to different strategies and yeah, spins and dirty air. It's very hard to drive right behind someone and keep close due to the dirty air and the high temperatures of the front tires. It's so easy to make a mistake, and Tom will take his drive-through now, or maybe just take a stop. Yeah, it's a drive-through. Probably will pit next lap, as Lars also goes in for a stop now. Lars out on the hard tires. I think he's going for the one stop, mediums to hards. Yeah, so not very much happening right now. And just as I said that, we have an overtake as Steen looks to have a lot of damage. Yeah, basically have lost half his front wing. Could just have been a plank of wood strapped onto the nose cone. Unfortunate for him. Very unfortunate, as Jari will try going up the inside into turn 1 on Penna. Penna fights back, still side by side. Jari with the DRS though into turn 3. Yeah, Jari gets the position at the end with 2 compounds of softer tires. Yellow flags. Yeah, just for the ghosted car. Hello?
Yes, it has actually managed to come back on.
Well, that's very nice of you. So you need an invite for the lobby?
Yes, I need. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll invite you. Yeah, it's actually been. Have you been watching? Okay, yeah. So we've had a lot of spin, a lot of spinning. Yeah, but Yari has been pitting for 2 times, both for new front wings, and Steen has pitted 2 times, one for front wing and just one for tires. I can't find you, mate. Yeah, there you are. Yeah, I sent you an invite. Yeah, so we currently have a pretty weird standing as basically a lot of strategies, but our leader Tool is up there for real, and a lot of penalties come in again. Steen looking at 9 seconds of penalties now. It's not looking promising for him.
Harsh track on penalties.
Yeah, very much so.
Multiple corners.
Yeah. Yeah, and both on the exit and the entry as well. Like the apex, you can both get corner cuts and track extensions. So yeah, it is pretty horrific. Harry has left also as his
Proper fitting from P2.
yeah, his Wi-Fi went out. So basically, yeah, Steen has also left. It looks like, but not really too sure actually.
I have no gaps, by the way.
Huh?
I have no data at all.
Oh, but you're in at least.
Yeah, I'm in.
Okay.
Waiting for the data to load.
Yeah. So we have Rocky and Fraud in for their stops. We still need, I think, Vici and Tool will still have to pit, as they both went for the soft hards right now. But I'm not really too sure about that. The strategies are so mixed up right now. Everyone seemed to be on a different strategy.
I'm sure Chocker has just pitted and put. Yeah, he's put a second set of mediums on. That's fine.
Yeah, so he's also on. He's also on his.
Stop.
Yeah. Yeah, and he has already stopped twice, so he is also in his correct position. Like his actual position. Yari has already 3 stops and so does Steen, so yeah, our predictions are basically useless at this point.
Let's have a look at ERS usage from most people. Still running at plus 80. Battery, which is less than 10.
Yeah, I can see Tool has 81. So yeah, he is basically just saving and
Picked up his first penalty.
yeah.
We could have a very interesting fight in these last 13 laps between Trocker, Gmo, Rocky, and Frabai, all catching Witcher.
Yeah. Yeah, and Vici and Tool, I think can you correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they both have to stop one more time.
No, they're doing soft to hard. It's definitely possible. Let's see. Which took his soft 6. Tool can definitely do it. He took his soft 8. So Tool's going to be fine on those hards.
Yeah, but I mean, then they have to drive almost 30 laps on their tires, and I
The
don't.
life,
Is
the
it
expected lifespan
possible?
of hards. Yeah, the expected lifespan of hards can do the full race around here if you nurse them.
Okay, yeah, because the mediums only last like 15 to 17 laps, I think. So
Yeah,
it's quite a jump. Actually, like it's double the lifetime on the hards.
yeah,
That's quite wild.
yeah. The projected pit stop, I think, is lap 5 to the end, soft to hard, and they will push the puncher region. But the thing with the hards is, once you get above 60%, they begin to get faster.
Yeah,
But towards the end of the race, the hards are very much better tyre, unless you are on fresh set of tyres as well.
yeah. I always just played safe with the two stops because there's almost always a safety car, so you can basically fit one of your stops into a safety car.
You might also be about to get a battle for P4 between Gmo and Rocky.
Yeah, Rocky with the DRS, but actually, from what I've seen, the DRS doesn't seem to be very powerful around
Go for
here.
it. Around the outside.
Almost touching there.
Not quite. Not quite able to do it, but he's gonna for a dive. Gmo's got the better line, no.
Yeah,
Giving
this
Super
is
a
gonna
lot
be
of
interesting.
space and respect up to 10-4. He's gonna lift.
And
Neither of
still,
them. Neither of them lift. And Gmo was held onto it. Somehow.
yeah, I don't know how
Outside
he did that.
T4, Gmo was somehow managed to hold on.
I think it was the ERS that saved Gmore there, because Rocky was basically on zero, even like from the beginning of the straight. And Gmo still have 30%, so. But that was quite a battle. That was like what, 2/3
Whole
or a
first sector.
third of the lap. Yeah.
Whole first sector, side by side.
Will he get back again?
Should again,
Tries.
he's going for it.
Yeah, both going out wide.
Pushes him out wide. Probably gonna have to get that up, Rocky. Not going to, though.
Oh, slight contact.
I think Rocky should have given that up, actually. Because he did push, because Gmo was all 4 wheels off.
Yeah, yeah, and he really did him
Wasn't
dirty.
enough. Yeah, that was a bit of an over-aggressive dive.
Yeah, and now I think Steen is on. Yeah, he's on 15 seconds of penalties. I think he's just given up at this point,
Yeah.
really.
Just sending it. So Trocker now only 2 seconds behind Woodger. I'm not sure if we're just deliberately driving slow to save those hards.
Yeah, but yeah, I saw him when we were talking right when you joined 4 laps ago. He was already there. He was very cautious about the steering and exit.
He started off low 19s, then started doing high 19s, and now he's doing mid 19s. So, this late telling me the Sten's going to rebel, I think. But yeah, I'm not sure if we just got enough tyres to get to the end.
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, I think he could park the car and he would still get a puncture on the last lap.
Because compared to Tool, he is a full second down on Tool's pace. The Sten picks up another time penalty. That one was a 5 second recording cut.
Yeah, he's gone. I think I can say without hurting him.
He's tired in the pit lane.
Yeah. Well, nice that he at least went into the lane,
Yeah, did
like
the
into
right
the
thing.
pits. Otherwise, we would have had the slow Mercedes on track right now, I think, with the flashing lights.
1.5 seconds to Richard now. Chopper has also used all of his ERS in trying to
And
catch the Red Bull.
yeah, and Rocky actually has, I wouldn't call it a gap yet, but he's over half a second up the road of Gmore now.
The Gmo has more ERS, it also has less penalties. The Gmo has the fuel lights.
Yeah, he's just around the 0.0 mark of fuel, you know, like plus minus. Rocky,
Chopper as well might get the ERS in this lap actually.
yeah, now the battle between Trucker and Vijay is gonna start.
Again, just noticing that the ERS recovery is very minimal, not very heavy braking zones around this track. It's mainly turn 1 and that's it.
Yeah,
Not on the brakes for too long. This might make overtaking, I think, very difficult.
yeah, it is,
It's
and
even
we
more
have
difficult than it already is.
yeah, and we have seen very few overtakes. It's basically about who makes the least amount of errors.
And Trucker 10th up now that he has the DRS from Butcher.
Vijay using the grass as well for added traction.
And Trucker's done well to stay within half a second, considering the dirty air through that middle sector.
Yeah,
Practically pushing Widger through 10-13.
yeah, he was. I mean, just a little bump on the gas, and he would have.
Back to the rear wing, and Widger not fighting that.
Yeah, Vijay
No
out
fun
of
fighting
ERS as well.
I think
Both.
they'll comfortably see Trucker finish P2, providing he makes no mistakes.
Yeah, but it's still. I mean, Vijay still has everything to lose here with his super old tires and everyone behind him looking to go past him if he gets a puncture or if he jumps in the pits. So a risky strategy call from Vijay here.
He's got round about 5 seconds now to Rocky.
Yeah, but the question actually could be if Trucker is able to go past Tool.
Asking 22 seconds in 6 laps I think is a bit much.
Yeah, but considering that Tool has to, he has to limp his car.
I don't think Tool's limping.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it, but yeah,
He is
I don't
definitely
know.
not limping.
Yeah,
Looking at his lap data,
I can see.
He is not limping
Yeah,
with that
yeah,
with that data.
I can see that on screen as well, but I don't know, mate. I would imagine it's gonna be very close on the tire wear for him. But actually, with the very short time, pit time here, Tool might actually be able to jump in the pits without conceding the position and then being on softs for the rest of the race. We could see that.
I don't see him having any problems with this stage.
Yeah, probably not. I mean,
as much as people think the hards are a poor tyre around Hungary, they're a core part of two strategies.
Yeah.
And they are ridiculously durable. Around a lot of tracks as well, other hards.
Yeah, I just can't. I can't race on them. They're just too slippery, and yeah, all my setups are basically made to drive on mediums or softs. So I tried the medium or the hards yesterday, and it was like a hockey rink.
Hards are my friend. I'm pretty sure I've taken hards full race distance in 3 of the past 4 races.
So doing a non-stop.
From pitting on lap 1, I've taken hards the full distance around Super China and Italy.
Holy shit. And AJK and Yari both jump dark into turn 1. That's both the Mercedes upper place. And Dark is definitely gonna have a problem.
His hards are...
Yeah, they should already be in...
Look at that left front. The blister on that left front.
Yeah, they are definitely already at 60% plus.
It's not usual that you see front tyres blister in this game. It's usually the rears.
Around the Spa, my front tires are looking like that, both sets, in order to make the one stop work. That is, it's quite something going up a rouge with your tires at 68% on the last lap.
You are into Mercedes. Might be able to do battle. Oh, AJK though, however, is actually going to get very, very lucky and get the DRS off Harry's Ghost.
Yeah.
And he is.
But that is not
using DRS,
enough.
So.
Yeah, I think that looked like
he knows he's going to get Yari on penalties, I think.
Yeah, or maybe he just couldn't be bothered with... Like, Yari also have fresher tires on, so...
Rocky now 1.5 behind Witcher as well. This could be very tasty for T3 now.
Penna spins out, making the 2 Mercs we just looked at before jump another place up. Yari already have a gap of 1.2 seconds down to AJK.
6 seconds of penalties, however.
Yeah.
AJK's none.
Yeah.
One of only 3 people who don't have penalties.
Yeah, and
one of them is a ghost actually, so only Pova and AJK.
Yeah, and Pova have just been letting people through, as from what I've seen, and seems like there's an issue with his gearbox. Pova who actually... Yeah, Pova who actually showed a very decent race in Monza.
Rocky has actually fell out of that 1 second through the final part of the S's.
And drifting through the penultimate corner.
As they now come on to start their penultimate lap, it's going to get one shot at this. Ferrari.
Yeah.
They are on the same amount of penalties as well. So this he does have to do it on track.
It's gonna go right down to the line, this one.
I just think now the hards are now performing better than the medium?
I don't think so, because the medium still have 3 laps before they go over the cliff, whereas Viches, if you look at them, they are.
Witcher set 3. His last 3 laps have all been significantly faster than what pace he has been running at, however.
Yeah.
So towards the end of the stint, those hards are definitely picking up.
And they are ready to go onto the final lap right now. DRS, ERS, everything.
Will he go for it like he went for it on Gmo? No, not close enough. After turn 1, is he close enough again? Not quite. Sensible this time. It's Rocky.
Yeah, Rocky is crossing his fingers, I would imagine, for a puncture for Vijay now. Or a spin, maybe.
Two is now rounding the final corner.
This is almost getting too close for comfort. Through these, as Tool wins the race. Almost half a minute. Yeah, and that's it for Rocky. Getting another penalty.
And he is at the fuel light as well. Red fuel light.
Yeah, he's
Not
gonna.
We're just going to hold on. Rocky actually got another penalty in the middle of all that, so Gmo is going to jump him.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, if you don't get P3, you might as well get P5. It's basically the same.
Rabai. For P6. Is Yari going to get him on penalties? Not quite. AJK is going to jump both of them.
Yeah, well, I mean, it
P6.
basically could not have been closer between Yari and Fratby.
Tom H. Fast across the line. P11.
So we had at least one of the 3 on the podium correct. Harry Colley getting drive of the day, even though he
left.
Yeah, even though his wife. Oh no, actually it wasn't even his Wi-Fi. It was the electricity that went out. Not very often you see a Alfa Romeo on the top step.
Yari getting the fast lap of 16.5 with his 3 pit stops.
Yeah.
And AJK being one of only 2 drivers not to get any penalties.
So, drive of the day for you?
I haven't been here for most of it, but I'd probably say the boring choice, but from what I could see, Tool had a very comfortable race, consistent. At the end of the day, you've got to be consistent.
Yeah.
If you're not consistent, you don't win races.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm gonna go with him as well. I mean, almost a second slower in terms of fastest lap, but that doesn't really matter. 1 stop as well.
Has faster lap than most people who run on the mediums as well.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's it for today. Thanks for joining me, Joe. The time you were here. And yeah, we will see you on Sunday, if not before. Thanks for watching.